My name is Catherine Kramer Dale. I'm with the State of Maryland Department of Housing with the Maryland Mortgage Program. And thank you so much for participating in our first Maryland Mortgage Program presentation, virtual, might I add, that we're having on the MMBBA portal. This is going to be offered on the second Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m. So please share the information. It's a brief overview of the Maryland Mortgage Program and how a borrower is eligible in order to use the amazing initiatives that we offer to help people achieve the American dream of owning a home. I do these trainings all day and every day, so I tend to kind of just get on a roll, so bear with me. I also want to share with you that this is being recorded and it will be available on our MMBBA website for you to use as a future reference. But always feel free to reach out to me or anyone at the Maryland Mortgage Program if you have any questions. Our website is, and everyone should be able to see the screen, is www.mmp, like mother Paul, .maryland, MARYLAND.gov. My name again is Catherine Kramer-Dale. My email address is Catherine, CATHERINE, KRAEMER -DALE at Maryland, MARYLAND.gov. I'm a business development representative and I do trainings for all of the audiences, all of our partners that would be using the Maryland Mortgage Program. But my specialty is dealing with the loan officers and all the lenders that process and underwrite, close and post-close these loan products. So I know today we have a variety of people that might be attending. We might have any homeowners, we might have agents, we might have builders or developers or housing counseling agencies, or we might have lenders or MI companies. So these are all of our partners. And again, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to participate. Now we'll go through a brief overview. It's about I'm going to say 30-minute overview. So again, it's brief. And then I'll allow any questions or answers, that I can certainly provide at the end of the presentation. It's about a 45-minute window. Again, please feel free to unmute yourself if you do have any questions, because this is an opportunity for you to engage as well. On our website, which again is www.mmp.maryland.gov, when you go on the website, you'll see a yellow toolbar and you're going to click on Professional Portal. And when you click on it, you're going to scroll down and see this big yellow box. Hit sign up. I'm not going to hit sign up because it basically just shows you that you're going to put your name, your best contact number, your email address, what type of partner you are with the Maryland Mortgage Program, or if you're a consumer that's trying to find out information. And it's where you can sign up to receive our daily rate sheets. Our rate sheets are generated every day. It's like a giant cheat sheet. It shows you the products that are available, the interest rates that are posted on all the programs, and it's generated every day. But it also tells you directives and notifications, and I'm going to show them to you in a moment. Of course, we are partnering with Fannie and Freddie, so we do follow guidelines for FHA, VA, USDA, or conventional. So these directives and notifications will advise you if we've made any adjustments to our eligibility guidelines, or if Fannie or Freddie have made any guidelines as well. So please, this is a public website. Everyone can sign up for this. When you see the man with the glasses and it says program information, you're going to click on learn more. Again, it's a public website, so anyone, the lady on the street corner, can sign up and come in here and look to see anything. Under here, I'm going to show you, first of all, the interest rates, and I'm going to talk briefly to you about them. You'll notice our rate sheet has two sides. The left-hand side is for our first-time home buyers. That's someone who's never owned a home or hasn't owned a home in the last 3 years, or a veteran that is using their VA entitlement with us for the first time, or someone who is purchasing a property that is located in a targeted area. And if you are considered a first-time home buyer, you're going to want to stay on the left-hand side of our rate sheet and utilize our first-time advantage products. But I want to share something with you. The Maryland Mortgage Program is not just for first-time home buyers. It is for anyone that wants to purchase in the state of Maryland. As long as they meet our other guidelines like our credit, DTI, home buyer education, which I'll briefly go over with you, this product is not just for first-time home buyers. I could own a home right now, and as long as I agree to sell my current home and have this new property that I'm interested in purchasing be my primary residence, then I am eligible to use this program as well. So I would be staying on the right-hand side of the rate sheet and be using a Flex product. The products are the same, and I'll go over with them with you now. We have several products, but a lot of them are the same. It just depends on what side of the rate sheet you're on. Our First Time Advantage Direct is the same exact product as our Flex Direct. Again, it's just depending, are you a first-time home buyer or a repeat? This product is designed for somebody who does not need any money from the state of Maryland to help them with their down payment and closing cost. They are the lowest rates on our rate sheet. Look at that. The government is at 2.250. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. The industry is booming right now. This First Time Advantage Direct or Flex Direct, again, like I said, is designed for somebody that can get a very low interest rate. And again, they are not getting any assistance from the Maryland Mortgage Program to help them with down payment and closing cost. Maybe they got enough money with seller help. Maybe they even partnered with one of our local city or county programs and they got enough money from them and they didn't need any money. So this is a great product for all lenders to be able to participate in. So again, think out of the box. Not only is this not for first-time home buyers, it's for anyone that wants to buy in the state of Maryland that meets our guidelines, but it's also not strictly a DPA program. It's designed for somebody who doesn't need any money, but wants to take advantage of a significantly low rate. The next two products on our website is the First Time Advantage 5000 or the Flex 5000. And I'm also going to include the First Time Advantage 3% loan and the Flex 3% loan. These are loans. This is money that you get to borrow from the state at a 0% interest rate. You don't have to make any payments on the money that you borrow from the state to help you with your down payment and closing costs, but you do have to promise to pay it back when you sell or refi. This loan for the 5,000 or 3% never goes away. It's not forgiven. It's not deferred. You do have to pay it back. It's actually recorded as a second lien. It's either considered a community second or subordinate financing. Well, I want to show something with you. Again, other than the two different sides of the rate sheet, left side's first-time home buyer, right side is a repeat buyer. Notice that the First Time Advantage 5000 and the First Time Advantage 3% loan have the same exact interest rates. And the same with the Flex 5000 as well as the 3% loan. Well, you'll say, Catherine, well, what is the difference? If the same eligibility guidelines are the same, if the same side of the rate sheet is where I'm determining where I fit for my client, then what's the difference between the 5,000 and the 3%? Well, I'm a salesperson. I'm just going to share with you that the 3% loan is definitely the bang for the buck for the borrower. And we are all partners and we are all here to maximize the most advantage for our borrowers to be able to buy a home. So this clearly is $5,000 that they get to use for down payment and closing cost. But the First Time 3% loan and the Flex 3% loan, it's actually 3% of the total first mortgage. So if you're doing a mortgage and the first mortgage is $166,000 or higher, then it's definitely more advantageous for your client to click on the 3% loan, because that's going to give them more than $5,000 for them to borrow to use for their down payment and closing cost. Again, it's 3% of the total first mortgage. Great products. These are the interest rates, again, that are generated every day on the rate sheet for the 5,000 product as well as the 3% loan. But again, remember, the second lien, which is a loan, there is no interest rate. There are no fees when you use the Maryland Mortgage Program. And you just have to promise to pay this back when you sell or refi. The next two products you'll notice are not available on the left-hand side of the rate sheet. That's no problem. They're kind of a special product that we've offered. It's called the Flex 3% grant or the Flex 4% grant. And these are definitely winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yep, the rates are higher. I want you to notice that. But this is 3% of your total first mortgage, very similar to this one, but it's a grant. And then we offer the 4% grant. This is not a loan. This 3% of your first mortgage or 4% of your first mortgage is free money. Are you kidding? I just said free money. Yes, you're paying a higher interest rate, but this is money that is not a loan. It does not get deferred. It does not get forgiven. It's free money out the door. You don't ever have to pay it back. Great product. One thing I will share with you is for all of my partners that are participating is these products, all of these products that I just mentioned to you, don't have any required seasoning time. So if you were in a product and the borrower said, hey, let me check out and see if I can refi, there is no required seasoning time on any of these products I just discussed with you. So you could look at, I believe it's still 7th month, 210 days, or whenever you feel it's proper for your borrower. Make sure they've got enough equity. Make sure it's a good decision for your client. But you could technically refi them out of any of the products into a lower product, and they do have to pay the loan back, but they don't ever have to pay that grant back. The next products that are on our rate sheet that, again, I urge you all to sign up for because you will receive every day. And it's like a giant cheat sheet. It shows you how our rates are performing, which have been very, very stable. And it shows you the products that we're offering for your clients. We are currently offering several specialty products. I will note, we do have a conventional refi. So if any of your borrowers do want to refi about any of these products up here, the loans, if you refinance with our conventional refi that I'll show you right here, then you do not have to pay the second lien back. We will allow you to subordinate. But if you do refinance out of us, you have to pay it back. We do have a Montgomery County program that has been performing with us on a pretty much regular basis. I will tell you, though, that money is funded through Montgomery County as a partnership along with the State of Maryland Department of Housing through our Maryland Mortgage Program. So this money does run out. Phenomenal product. It's still available on our rate sheet, but the money has run out, so there's no rates on here. We left it on the rate sheet because I think we're pretty sure that they're going to come out with a number 6. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So keep your ears up. Definitely sign in that yellow box to sign up for the directives and notifications as well as the rate sheets, and you'll know about the eligibility of any of our new programs. And then you'll see the rates on the Montgomery County product. Obviously, it's a no-brainer. It's available for somebody that meets our eligibility guidelines and that wants to purchase in Montgomery County. The Maryland Home Mobility product is a very special product. I laugh when I say it only has $1 billion with it, but honestly, that's not really a lot of money. The funding does run out. It probably runs, I want to say, maybe there's 20 loans that it's capable of funding. It's only available for our lenders that are producing at a gold or silver performance level. And the Maryland Home Mobility is designed for somebody who is either disabled or caring for someone who is disabled. And I'll show you a fact sheet in a moment where you can kind of read up and find out more information about the products. The Maryland Smart Buy is a phenomenal product. Our governor for the state of Maryland, Governor Larry Hogan, initiated this program with the Maryland Mortgage Program. It's called the Maryland Smart Buy. It's designed to help millennials get out of our basements. Basically, it's for somebody who has student loan debt. They have to be a first-time home buyer. They have to have at least $1,000 worth of student loan debt. It's only a conventional loan. You do have to manually underwrite this loan. Your lender can only use 2 MI companies, Radian and Genworth, in order to use the Maryland Smart Buy when they're ordering their MI. And it's because this has a higher loan to value. The borrower has to have at least $1,000 worth of student loan debt. And how it works is the first mortgage is a conventional 95%. If the borrower needs some money, then we will offer a true third lien, which is $5,000 to assist them. It's a loan. They got to pay that 5 grand back when they sell or refi, but that 5 grand is recorded as a third lien and it helps the borrower with down payment and closing cost. The second lien is where all the magic happens. When the governor created this product, it's been a very popular product. The borrower has to have all of their student loan debt paid off when they leave that closing table. The Maryland Smart Buy will pay off 15% of the purchase price up to a maximum of $30,000. If you stay in this Maryland Smart Buy, does have a 5-year seasoning requirement. If you stay in the Maryland Smart Buy for 5 years, that second lien for the student loan that we paid off, again, is either 15% of the purchase price or up to $30,000 is forgiven. Poof, it disappears. If the borrower owes more student loan debt than what they qualify for us to pay off, the borrower does have to be prepared to pay off that difference. They have to pay off all of their student loan debt. One of the borrowers, if you have 2 borrowers, pick one that would take advantage of the product and all their student loan debt is paid off. It's a great program. When I click back here, back to the list of resources, there are collateral and fact sheets that are available for any product that you find on our rate sheet. And they're like giant cheat sheets. They tell you all about the program, if there's any other guidelines that you might have to follow. So definitely feel free to see the collateral and fact sheets if you want to look at anything that you see on the rate sheet. If anybody ever has any questions on our list of professional services, here is our CDA, which stands for Community Development Administration, and our US Bank, which is the final servicer that purchases these loans. Here's a contact sheet. So if any of our partners ever have any questions other than reaching out to me, we have a phenomenal underwriter supervisor. Her name is Deborah Connor. This is her work email and her work cell. We have an operations manager, phenomenal gentleman. I call him the Wizard of Oz because if it can be done, he's the man to reach out to. Carl Metzger. This is his email address and this is his work cell. So always feel free to reach out to either myself or to reach out to Debbie or Carl if you have any questions. There is also a website, or I'm sorry, a link called singlefamilyhousing.dhcd@maryland, MARYLAND.gov. Always feel free to email this single family housing email box. It is monitored constantly, and someone will get back with you to answer any of your questions or to provide you direction. So basically, I went over some very quick, again, we have a very limited amount of time, but I went over some of the items showing you the interest rates, showing you our collateral and fact sheets, and who to call if you have a question. So I want to show you some things. On the rate sheet, remember how I told you that one of the eligibility guidelines was to be a first-time home buyer? And again, that's an initiative that we want to help people achieve so that they could stay on the left-hand side of the rate sheet and benefit of a lower rate. But the second eligibility guideline that we have is our income and purchase price limits. When you are a partner of ours or a borrower looking to participate in our program, this is the second eligibility guideline. It's designed for someone to look and see not only who is the borrower on the loan or borrowers, because your loan officer is going to ask who's on the loan, and we need to verify all of their income through a written verification of employment or a verbal with 1 month pay stubs and 2-year W-2s. But they're also going to ask you who lives in the home. See, the Maryland Mortgage Program bases one of our eligibilities for income limits is based off household. So not only the borrowers do we calculate their income for our program, but we also ask who is going to live in the home. And if they are 18 years or older, so if you have little Johnny live in your house and he's 20, then we're going to also do a verification of employment for him and calculate his income. So remember how I told you before that, again, the myth of this just being a first-time home buyers program, take that out of your head. This is available for anyone that wants to purchase in the state of Maryland that meets our guidelines. You just have to know what side of the rate sheet you're on. Well, the other myth that I want to take away is look at these income limits. This is not for low to moderate income. So if you're talking to a prospective client or you're talking to friends or family, and they say, oh, you know what, I think I make too much money. Nope, I would revisit that. These income limits are very high. So again, the myth of it being for low to moderate income and people thinking that they make too much money to qualify for assistance from the state of Maryland. Nope, look at the income limits. You're looking at Frederick County. Look, for 1 to 2 people in a household, it's 151.2. Or if you're purchasing a property in a targeted area, which your lender will assist you with, knowing if your property is purchased in a targeted or not, you could bring in as much as 151.2 for both. For Frederick County, for 3 or more, the maximum income limit for both columns in this case is 176.4. That's a lot of money. And yes, the state of Maryland Department of Housing, through the Maryland Mortgage Program, will provide you a loan product that is best suited for your needs to help you achieve the American dream of being a homeowner. When you look at Howard County, the maximum income limit for non-targeted is 110.33. 3 or more is 126.538. Howard County only has non-targeted in it. None of the properties in Howard County are considered targeted. That's why you only see one income limit. Look at Montgomery County, same income limits as Frederick, very high. Prince George's County, woo, they're high. So again, pay note that these income limits are very high. The other thing I want to show you, and I'm going to have to bump back in because it kicks you out sometimes, but it's practice for you guys to see how I'm getting in. The website again is www.mmp.maryland.gov, and on the yellow toolbar, click on Professional Portal. There's that big yellow box I keep talking to you about signing up for. Here's the man with a pair of glasses, program information, click Learn More. The third eligibility guideline is our asset restrictions. There's really nowhere for me to show you on here, but I'm just going to tell you that you cannot have more than 20% of your sales price in order to qualify. We don't really run into a lot of borrowers that have that, because generally clients are coming to us that need assistance, and that's why they're using our DPAs, our down payment assistance programs. Our fourth eligibility guideline is our home buyer education. Again, home buyer education in the past was definitely done at a housing counseling agencies where borrowers would go in and sit in a classroom setting. I believe that they could still go to the housing counseling agencies, but a lot of those classes are virtual training. But we urge you to use our MI companies. Radian, Genworth, Arch, Framework. There's several different companies that are available for a borrower to take their homebuyer education classes online. The borrowers can do it in their pajamas with a cup of coffee. The borrowers have to take the classes, not household members. They get a certificate with their names on it. They submit it to their loan officer at the lender, and it shows that they've met the guideline, the fourth guideline for homebuyer education. The fifth guideline, I'm not going to go too much into the fifth or sixth, but this is more of what your lender will assist you with. Our DTI, our debt to income ratio, the standard is at 45. In some cases on our conventional products and our government FHA, we will allow you to go up to 50% DTI. But again, your credit score has to be higher. It has to be at a 680. The sixth and the final eligibility guideline is our credit scores. When you look at our rate sheet, I'll show you our credit scores are broken down as it is as a pricing engine. When you look at any of our products, you'll see a government and then the FHA credit of 640 and then our conventional. So conventional Fannie or Freddie, our sixth eligibility guideline is our credit scores, and that is at a 640 middle credit score. Our government rate includes FHA. Our government FHA, the middle credit score requirement is 660. Our government VA and USDA is at a 640. And then we have this fourth alternative pricing product. It's called the FHA credit of 640. It's designed for a borrower who wanted to go FHA or has to go FHA. If they're not at the government 660, then we have this alternative product. It's an FHA credit of 640 to 659. But I want to tell you, this is a different product. The guidelines are a little different on here. Your credit score now for this FHA credit of 640 to 659 has to be at a DTI of 42. And you do have to have 2 months of PITI It could be in a gift, it could be in your 401 or checking savings. It doesn't have to actually be readily available. So again, this is a very quick overview, and I certainly want to thank everyone for participating. We went over the first-time home buyer, the income, the assets, the credit score, the home buyer education, and the DTI. There's 6 guidelines in order for somebody to be eligible for the Maryland Mortgage Program to take advantage of these products. Again, you don't have to be a first-time home buyer. If you are, definitely your lender will make sure you stay on the left-hand side of the rate sheet to benefit from a lower rate, but you can be a repeat buyer. You cannot own anything anywhere in the world at the time of this closing. And when you're using the Maryland Mortgage Program products, this does have to be your primary residence. If you decide that you ever want to rent out this property, you do have to pay us off in full. There can be no loans with the Maryland Mortgage Program at all. So this has to be your primary. You can never lease it out. Again, we talked about the income limits where you don't have to have low to moderate income. Our income limits are very high. So again, this is a very brief overview. I work for the state of Maryland Department of Housing. We offer so many different programs to help any consumer that's interested in purchasing in the state of Maryland through the Maryland Mortgage Program. Again, my name is Catherine Kramer Dale. And thank you very much for your time. Does anyone have any questions? No? Well, don't forget, this is recorded and it will be available on our MMBBA website for you to refer to. Don't forget my name, Catherine Kramer Dale. Certainly always feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to participate in doing any trainings. We do trainings for homeowners. We have a division that does that. We have a representative that does training for our real estate agents. Her name is Terry Catalano. And we also have myself and Frank Mamunde, who do trainings for our lenders. We would love to have you all be partners, not only with the Maryland Mortgage Program, but also with MMBBA. So please visit the MMBBA website. Please visit the Maryland Mortgage Program. If you're interested in buying a home or you know somebody that is, please share this website information with them. And thank you so much and have a wonderful holiday. Everyone, please stay safe and healthy. Don't forget, this is available on the second Tuesday of every month on the MMBBA website that we're doing at 10 o'clock. Thank you, guys.